All right, good morning, YouTube. It's about 6:30. I am in Rockland, California, which is just outside of Sacramento, and stay the night at my buddy's place. And I'm going to be making my way over to Del Norte County, which is the city of Crescent City. And so making my way over there. It's about a 7-hour drive from here. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Looking forward to getting over to a part of the state I've never been. It's kind of a 3-county venture. I'm going to do a Del Norte County, Humboldt County, to Mendocino County, and then home on Sunday, or maybe depending on time and energy level, make my way back home Saturday night. So anyway, look forward to the journey and look forward to seeing a couple new counties, new parts of the state, some new trails, and can't wait to share those with you. So just about 2 miles from the trailhead, I am here in Del Norte County, just outside of Crescent City. A 7-hour drive from the Rockland, Sacramento area. Let's see here. Actually, got another parking lot down the road a little bit more. So that's probably where the trail is, back that way. All right, a little promising over here. We got a bathroom. All right, you guys, drive safe. Enjoy your journey. Ooh, it is a little chilly. Obviously, right next to the ocean. It's a little cool, a little overcast. There's going to be a significant climb, probably about 2,000 plus feet up here, not too far from here, but make our way to that and navigate that. Gorgeous views. You don't get not too many trails I've ridden. You get to ride this close to the ocean. So pretty cool and spectacular. And curious about hikers. There's probably going to be a few out here. Got a couple here. Hi guys.
Hi.
I think this trail is called Last Chance Trail. Coastal Trail, Creekside Trail. Interesting. So kind of got to I guess it's a Y in the road back there. Not 100% sure the direction, but I'm hoping this is the right way. And I think this is that uphill part we talked about. Man, that's a monster climb. All right, I think I'm getting a little bit past the climbing section. Pretty intense, that first mile and a half. A lot more walking and pushing than riding and pedaling. Well, the weather is pretty spectacular. Probably 50 degrees. I am not overheating in any way, shape, or form. So you guys can see the terrain. It's really like a redwood forest. A lot of needles on the ground, a lot of branches, a lot of little logs so far. It's always interesting to ride something new alone, because you never know what to expect.
You know, I have absolutely no idea what wildlife is like. Have no idea about bears, that kind of stuff. I know there's elk over here. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about rattlesnakes. It's way too cold for that. I was watching on YouTube, I followed this guy named Ryan, and he was riding from Canada to Mexico, down through Montana, and I think Idaho and Wyoming. And anyway, I think he did this last year during the pandemic. But when he got to New Mexico, he ended up calling it quits because you had to quarantine for 14 days if you're going through New Mexico from out of state. But he was riding through a forest section in Montana where it's kind of known that there's bears, and he carries bear spray, which I do not carry. And he was going through a section and he got really startled. From afar he had seen, you know, the fur of an animal, but it turned out it was a deer. But for that split second, it totally startled him. And I can imagine what that initial fear may be. Heck, I get that way when I see a rattlesnake. Just the initial fear doesn't mean I'm going to be injured by it, but just the initial fear of it is kind of breathtaking. Hoping I don't have that experience. I guess it's a matter of time if you keep riding, but hopefully you don't run across the bear. I know some of the sections I ride, there are some sightings of bobcats, especially in some of those foothills throughout Madera, Mariposa. But I haven't had that privilege yet. So we got some downhill stuff here, which is actually kind of fun. Got to control your speed a little bit just because there's a lot of sticks on the ground. And it seems like my tires kick them up. We've got a low-hanging branch there, or a tree actually. But yeah, there's a lot of sticks that kind of keep getting kicked up into my pedals and into my chainring area. Definitely don't want to have that kind of problem. Ooh. Woo. You guys can see the trail. It's kind of a little bit up and down. Some jagged rocks underneath the dirt, and some of these needles. A lot of twigs and branches. Some bigger branches that smaller than logs though, laying out in the middle. So just kind of navigating that a little bit. So this trail is about 7 miles one way from the parking lot to the end. Then another 7 miles back. Don't know if I'm going to try to ride all 14 or not. Going to kind of wait and see. My hesitation is I'm going to ride 2 more counties tomorrow. And I want to go at least 8 miles in each of those counties, so that's another 16. I know those 8 miles always turn into 10 or 12. And I got about 10 hours of driving probably tomorrow if I try to go home when it's all said and done. I may just get a hotel room. I may go back to Sacramento and stay at my buddy's place and then just head home Sunday morning. But anyway, so that's kind of my plan. Just see how this run goes. Obviously I'm cruising down the hill here for a couple miles, but that will obviously quickly turn into uphill. Woo! Oh man. It's kind of a fun little turn there. I didn't trust the gear I was in to get me to the top. Despite this cooler weather, you still work up a pretty good sweat. At least the way I ride. Get my heart rate up, and it pretty much stays elevated where I'm sweating pretty good. So wear these headbands by Halo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that brand. Maybe I'll put it in my description. But a buddy of mine told me about it. And it's basically a headband with a little rubber insert that acts like a channel to channel the sweat from your forehead down the sides. That way the water's kind of running down off your cheeks, down the sides, as opposed to dripping off the front of your nose. So you can kind of see in some sections on this trail that it's basically covering what looks like cement. So this was probably a paved trail at some point. You can kind of see it here. Got a little marker over here. A little memorial there for a war hero from Britain that helped fight with the Americans in the First World War. Looking at the dates here, it's 1876 through 1944. But anyway, we are in Del Norte County. So the population here in Del Norte County, as of 2019, was about 28,000 people. Crescent City is the county seat. Crescent City is also the only incorporated city in Del Norte County. So Del Norte was pioneered and settled by the Azaranian Portuguese explorers and dairy farmers, which may account for the local pronunciation of the county name. Locals pronounce the county name as Del Norte, not Del Norte, as would be expected in Spanish. The county is most notable for the forest containing the giant coast redwoods, which obviously we're standing in and I'm riding through. Del Norte is also known among Bigfoot enthusiasts as the location of the famous Patterson-Gimlin film, as well as being the location of some of the forest scenes used in the Return of the Jedi. So Del Norte became a county in 1857. It wasn't the original county. It actually came from a territory at the time called Klamath County, which was an original 27 county, but that ceased to exist in 1874, replaced by Del Norte County. So in 1855, Congress authorized the building of a lighthouse at the Battery Point, a high tide island on the coast of Crescent City. Allegedly, it's still functioning as a historic landmark. I might get a chance to go by there and check it out when I'm done writing today. I think as I get deeper into the forest, I feel like the temperature just dropped like 5 or 10 degrees. It was really noticeable. Got a big tree down here. I'm probably too tall to get underneath that. Ooh. Actually, I was able to do it. Gotta get my dropper post down. All right, got a little downhill section, some really big tree logs down. Not preventing you from going. All right. I mentioned earlier getting some branches caught in my drivetrain. These little hitchhikers, kind of, where'd it go? Did it fall out already? Oh no, there it is. So again, barring any injuries or some mechanical issues, I should be able to knock out these 58 counties by January of 2022. But it is nice to ride a little bit of this downhill. Again, there's not anything real technical on this trail. Just on the last mile and a half will be a little more technical. You guys didn't see that at the beginning of the video because I was walking or pushing the bike up that section. But the downhill on that should be pretty spectacular, I'm anticipating. And nice little bridge over here. Nice little waterfall sound. Fantastic view over to my left side. You probably can't see it from my chest-mounted GoPro. Got over that branch, all right. I thought I'd bottom out for sure, but I didn't. I tried to bunny hop a little bit to get the back end up. Maybe I did it. Got some speed through here a little bit. Fun little roller there. All right, so to get around those or over those, all right. All right, looks like we got some downhill stuff here. We're gonna have some logs to maneuver or jump or clear or get around. All right, this is good stuff here. Again, just trying to look forward, looking for logs, looking for sticks sticking out. Tree branches, the roots through there. Woo! Ah. Oh, it's faster here. Going down here pretty quick. I did put some new brake pads and some new rotors on about 2-3 weeks ago. A little gnarly through here. All right, good stuff there. Too tall. I'm gonna have to probably dismount here. Pretty rocky through here, a lot of loose rocks. Tree stump there to get over. Whew. Fun stuff, really fun stuff. Whew. Some really nice jumps there if you're into jumping. I am not skilled at it yet. Hi guys, how are you? It's just me.
I was just saying that would be fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. Woo. All right, got some moisture there, makes me a little bit nervous. I'm going down, I've got the brakes pretty engaged and it's only slowing me down a little bit. Woo. And that was a lot of fun. Some great views out there. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Man, a lot of exercise today. A lot of driving today. Full day. Definitely a full day. Still got a little sunlight left. Anyways, I hope my videos in some way, shape, or form inspire you to get out and ride, to get out there and find your path. Del Norte County, it's in the books. All right, a little post-ride review of the Coastal Trail, Last Chance Trail they call it. Starts with a pretty aggressive climb. I want to say you're climbing about 2,400 feet. And then it mellows out from there. And then you get some downhill riding well, as I mentioned earlier, the trail itself is about 6 miles, or actually 7 miles from one end to the other, 14 miles round trip. I only went about 6 miles out and 6 miles back. There's climbing in both directions. You know, that's always going to be par for the course. The downhill was absolutely spectacularly fun. It's always too short though, right? But I was on my brakes pretty aggressively. It was pretty steep. Again, you got about a 2,000 foot descend in probably 1.5 miles, so it happens pretty quick. Maybe it's over 2 miles, but anyway, it's a lot of fun. It was really kind of cool to get out to this part of California, a section. I don't know if I would return here. I don't know if there's anything specifically that would bring me back to Crescent City or the Del Norte County, but enjoyed it. It's beautiful out here. Went through the Klamath area, which is pretty beautiful as well. It's a little bit kind of like Big Sur area. Kind of reminds me of Monterey as far as the weather, the coastal climate. Glad I got out here. Again, about a 10-hour drive in total. And that's a Del Norte.